All right, everybody, welcome back to the Sideshow. My name is Mingo.
This is Tony.
My name's Sebastian.
And the big thing out right now, everybody's talking about, ain't nobody can get it, either the Xbox, which is being outsold by PlayStation on eBay. People paying big prices for them. I mean, you don't know nobody that works like at Walmart, Target, or what's that, Game Boy store or whatever it's called?
Not me.
It is not Game Boy.
But,
It is GameStop. Game Boy is another system.
well, that's by Nintendo,
That's
right?
the little handheld.
Is GameStop still around?
I know they were closing
Less
stores
and less.
Yeah.
because they closed the one right here on Monterey.
I think they used to have one on Sunrise and Ramon. That's where I used to take my son back in the day.
I think that one's still open.
Really?
Yeah, it was Black Friday, and I think the one in the mall,
I think that was
Yeah, I
open,
remember
too.
there was one in the mall.
in the town center. Screw all you people that call it the Western Chesterfield Mall or whatever. It's
The
called.
Wester Chesterfield. That's what
Yeah.
I'm calling it now. That sounds fancier.
You don't know anybody that works at any of them places?
Now why?
So I'm trying to get me a PS5.
I thought Seabass was hooking you up with one. He was going to bring one
Fuck
back.
that. I bought my own back.
His mama got him an Xbox.
I thought he was getting a PS5. Isn't that what we spoke about last week?
Xbox.
Fuck PlayStation.
He likes the Xbox. Milo likes the PlayStation.
And you're a whore. You like both.
Yeah.
Wow. I didn't even know Xbox has a new gaming system out.
Yeah, it's called the Series X. It's awesome.
I'm by counsel.
You're stupid.
Console.
Is it same size, same everything?
I think it's a lot smaller than the PlayStation.
Oh, okay, let me ask you this. Have you seen a difference?
No, because I don't really even want to look a PlayStation in the eye.
No, but you know the difference between the
Yeah.
Xbox One and...
Yeah.
Or the last Xbox and
Yeah.
this one.
It's really hard to compare because the way that I have them set up is I have my Xbox One set flat and my Xbox One sits on top of it. So that way if I want to...
The new one looks like a speaker. It's a little bit smaller than those.
Okay.
And it sits up tall like that.
Yeah.
I think you're asking about, can you tell the difference like on the screen or when you're playing?
Yeah.
So
I don't know because I haven't played a PlayStation 5. I don't want to.
you're talking about your old Xbox?
Oh,
Yeah.
well, I thought we were talking about PlayStation. Yeah, no. It looks far and away better.
Really?
Yes.
How old is the...
Dude, the first time I booted up one of the games that I had on my Xbox One on the Series X, I could tell the difference.
How old is the Xbox One?
2013.
Okay, the technology's probably gotten a lot...
yeah.
A lot better. It's been
I can
7
see
years.
that, but I mean, again, I'm still stuck on, you're still playing the same game. I mean...
Well, but they made, like, you have the new Call of Duty, right?
Yes. New
And-
Cold War, yeah.
And that one, it was made for the new...
Yeah, it was made for, but you could buy it on the Xbox One and the PlayStation 4. So, playing it on the Xbox One for like a week before getting the new system,
Yeah.
and then playing it on the Series X, far and away, huge difference.
I mean, what, you can see the bushes a lot cleaner? Well, I mean...
No, the whole movement's a lot smoother. Like, on the Xbox One for, Modern Warfare, there's a loading screen, and the loading screen's really choppy,
Okay.
right? But I booted it up on my Xbox One, there's no lag whatsoever.
Yeah, dude, Tits McGee, it's all smooth. And then you got a new 4K TV, so he's at optimal visualization.
So you don't think it's the manufacturers purposely slowing down the Xbox One so that
Nah, that's
the
just
new
Apple.
Xbox... Huh?
That's just
It's-
iPhone.
No, because
Apple bullshit.
there's been no change in the way the games looked for the past year up to this new Series X.
And I was sitting there. He booted up. I said, I want to see what it looked like. And he was sitting there, and he's right. The cutscene behind it while it's loading, so fluid. It doesn't stop. Like on the other ones, it would get to a certain point, and then it would get stuck.
Slow
and then,
down, yeah.
And then you'd hear a second, and then it would bring everything back in.
I could just picture Seabass bringing it inside, and you're like a little kid on Christmas too. Put it on, son.
Yeah.
Let me see, son.
Yeah.
Well, he sat there and waited because I had gotten my new TV before I'd gotten the Xbox. So I'm sitting there on my old Xbox, and everything's chugging along to load up and all that stuff. And so I'm like, telling him, okay, go sit down. I'll call you when it's ready. So I call him back, and then it's got to load again. So it's like, go sit down. But then I pull this one out, and hey, come look at it. The game boots up. I can be in a game in less than 5 minutes.
So, but here's the thing, right? His mom called me and said, hey, I got him the Xbox. They just happen to have 2 sitting there at the store. I said, wait, they had 2?
Bear in mind, this is his ex-wife.
I said, they had to go back and get the other one.
Right.
I'll pay you for it. Just no, I'm not going back in. Go get the Xbox. So I told her, she said, no, I'm not going to do that. All right, whatever. So I told Sebastian, I said, hey, when you go back to the store where your mom got it and see if that Xbox is still there. Pick it up and I'll pay you for it when you get back. I don't think he went to the store, but he told me that it wasn't there.
Oh my God.
I'm going to call Giovanna and find out.
Go ahead.
And see if you actually went.
I didn't go with her.
But doesn't she know that she could have picked it up and probably sold it for a couple more dollars?
She said that. She thought about it.
She too lazy to
Her
do
husband
that.
was pissed at her that he didn't. That she didn't.
Yeah. I mean, I heard a story about on the PS5. This guy walks into a Best Buy and tries to get the PS5, and they're like, oh, we're sold out. And the sales kid tells him, that guy over there just bought 3. So you might want to hit him up.
Yeah.
So the guy hits him, hey, I just heard you bought 3. He's like, yeah. And he apparently, I don't know if it was in the parking lot or what. He goes, yeah, it's right here. Because you want to sell one? I'm trying to get one for my kid. It's his birthday. And he says, yeah, sure. How much do you want for it? He said like $700. So it was like $200 markup.
Yeah.
But what are you going to do?
Right.
Guy gave him the PS5, taped up still and everything. Gave him the receipt. Guy gave him $700 cash. Guy went home, opened it up with his son. There was like some weights in there.
No way.
And it was sealed.
So
the dude went back to the kid that was at Best Buy working there. And he was like, hey, you guys pulled one on me. That ain't cool, da-da-da. The kid's like, what are you talking about? He goes, you told me that this one guy had bought 3. He's like, yeah, he did. And he's like, well, I bought one, and there was nothing in it. Kid's like, I don't know. All I know is that dude bought 3. So he's like, I know you're lying. I'm going to kick your butt after work. Got all pissed off. So I heard him. He called into like a radio station. And so they were telling him, how come you didn't open it up right there in front of him?
Yeah.
He's like, I didn't. It was sealed. Yeah, he gave me the receipt to go along with it.
Well, sad, dude. Tell you what, Tony, I made a really big purchase, and I'm getting it delivered this next week. And I purposely took the day off because I'm going to make them unbox it, and I want to plug it in to make sure that it works before they leave. Because if that screen's not intact when it gets here, they're taking that shit with them and bringing me. You better have a second one on that truck.
What are you getting?
None.
Okay.
So I have a story kind of like
dog?
yours. For the PlayStation 4, there was a story that came out where people were going to Walmart and going to the self-checkout lines and weighing the PlayStation 5s and getting them for like dollars because they weigh the same as several fruits.
Oh, really?
Yep.
That's fucking brilliant. I didn't even think about that. But that's why they make you pay in the electronics department now.
Yeah.
Sons of bitches.
Wow.
Well, there was a story, too, that people were buying them online. Like, they were ordering them, like, on eBay. And they'd pay $1,100, and all they got was a picture.
Yeah.
Because they didn't read the instruction. They didn't read the description. They just saw it. Boom, pay it. All right, cool.
Yeah.
And what would the description say?
At the very end, it would say just a picture. But it's this big old long description. That way, at the end of it, it's like a ... so you have to read more.
How fucked up is that? Dude, how mad would you be? Pay $1,300 for a picture of a PS5?
Is there any recourse for that?
I don't know.
No, it's in the description. It's not false advertisement.
And I don't think, I mean, I think eBay is trying to put a stop to it, and so is Sony, but I mean, there's got to be a way that, I mean, fuck, dude, you can't change your password on fucking Walmart.com without having to prove that you're not a robot.
Yeah, I know, right?
How can you buy 20 fucking PlayStations
Yeah.
and not check if any one of those 20 are a robot? That's ridiculous. And then those people from Amazon, I guess Amazon got a shipment of PlayStations, and their employees stole them.
No.
Yup.
Well, and employees, when they're getting to the stores, they're buying them up.
Yeah,
Because they're at a fucking discount.
Right. Sons of bitches. I tried to get Milo to work at Walmart too, but now he probably regrets it. I'm gonna point that out when he gets home tonight. You know, if your punk ass worked there, we both have PlayStations.
Yeah,
right
keep
now.
driving that wedge.
What's he gonna do? Go home to his mom?
Ooh. It's a good call.
There you go.
Fuck,
Just
nobody wants to at this point.
Just saying.
My mom got a phone call my mom calls me the other day, 2 days ago, middle of the day. She says, "Hey, did you buy something from Amazon for like $700?" And I said, "No, not that I know of. Not that I remember. I'm trying to think because this time of year, you know, you're buying all kinds
remember
of
a
stuff.
$700 purchase.
Do you buy a lot of things at $700 from Amazon?
No,
Not from Amazon.
no."
Sorry,
But I'm just saying, in general, you get hit with that question. I'm thinking because what I'm trying to say is I'm buying a lot.
right. Okay.
So yeah, did I buy a single thing for $700? No. Have I spent $700 in the last 2-3 weeks? Probably.
right. Okay.
So she says, because somebody just called and said that a purchase was made for about $700 and they wanted to confirm. So they wanted me to push one on my phone. And I said, well, I hope you didn't push one, did you? And she said, no. I said, well, why are you calling me? She said, well, I don't buy anything from Amazon. And I thought maybe they were calling for you. I'm like, but why do you think they would call your house? I mean, we don't live together. And
Right.
she's like, well, maybe they want to make sure that you were good for the money. So they were calling like
Reference.
yeah. And I'm like, no. And then
That's
the
not how
following
Amazon
day,
works.
on the news, they said, yeah, there's a scam going on that Amazon, recordings are going out. And if you do push one, somehow they're able to get access to some information.
It's a confirmation for purchases.
Mm-hmm.
But I mean, they call my mom's landline. So I don't know if they know the difference between a landline and a cell number, but how could they get any type of information off of her if it's a landline and she just pushes one?
But does she have an Amazon Prime account or does she have an Amazon account?
I doubt. I don't know. I don't think so. She's not really tech savvy, so she don't really buy stuff online.
I don't know. Maybe that's it. Maybe a card or something came for her in the mail. They got it before she got it, or she threw one away and they got it, and they were using that information to get the card.
Well, again, there was a news story saying it's going nationwide. These robocalls. So
It's like the one that came out that's, we're looking for you for your car's warranty.
Oh,
Like,
yeah.
no.
I got one the other day. Hello? Oh, yes, this is Bobby. I'm calling from the IRS, and the police are headed to your door right now. Yeah, I don't...
Like,
Okay.
I doubted Dopinder.
Yeah. So what was your name? Bobby.
Yeah.
Dude, your name is not Bobby. Maybe Habibi, maybe, but not Bobby. Boy. No, not gonna happen. I mean, so much shit out there, dude. And it's so sad that
Well,
they
yeah,
go after
like
all
the
these
phone-
old people.
The phone call to my grandparents.
Yeah, just shitty stuff, dude.
Yeah.
well, I did I tell you I did eventually buy myself a truck not too long ago.
Yes.
Okay. Explain to me how this works. Like you said, hey, let me get your social security number, and you're like, hey, I'm not there yet.
Yeah.
Let me test drive. Hey, we haven't even discussed price.
Right.
Well, I didn't follow your rules to a T,
Right.
or your suggestions, I should say. So we sat down, we were talking about it. He has me fill out this form, social security number, name, address, social security number. So I was doing it, because I walk in knowing what I want to spend.
Right.
If it's above it, it's not going to work. I could leave. Not a big deal. So he hands that paper off to the finance guy or whatever it is that they do. So him and I are talking, and the finance guy comes back, and he sits down, and I forgot what him and I were conversating about. And my sales guy says, dude, this credit limit, why do you want to buy a used truck? I said, because that's what I'm looking for. He says, with this credit, I can sell you 2 cars right now. You could drive off with 2 brand new cars with your credit score.
Wow.
Now, I'm not trying to floss on the credit score. The question is, up until this point, I was never asked what my income is.
Or if you were thinking of financing.
So why is he willing to sell me 2 new cars off of my credit without even knowing how much money I'm making?
Because what happens is the reason why he knows your credit, because you didn't authorize them to run your credit. So what they do is they do what's called a soft pull. And that doesn't affect your credit, but they get to see what's on there. And when they do that, they get to see your address, they get to see your phone numbers, where you work, how much you make, stuff like that. All that information that they would need to. But even then, if your credit score is top notch, which apparently it is, whatever. But but they don't care how much you make, because obviously you're good enough with what you do or how much you make that you make your payments, so it doesn't matter.
That still doesn't make sense to me, though. I mean, not knowing how much I make, how do they not care how much you make?
Because if your credit score is in the 8s or top 7s, they know you make your payments. They know that you know how to use credit. So you're not going to go and get 2, $800 car payments. You know what I'm saying? You're going to stay well within your means. Like you said, when you walked in, you knew how much you wanted to spend. And if it wasn't more than that, then you'd walk away.
Okay.
Some people walk in and be like, "Okay, let's throw it up against the wall and see if it sticks." You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people run their life and their credit like that, and that's why they cater to you when you come in, and your credit score is like that. They can get you for top dollar. They'll sell you for whatever you want. You know what I mean? And you won't necessarily pay top dollar for it. Like I was looking at, don't laugh, dude, but I was looking at a Volvo the other day, a brand new one. She's like $42,000, right?
Right.
But if you lease it, and you lease it for 3 years, the payment's $333, which ain't bad for a fucking Volvo. I'll crash it into a wall drunk and be good. You know what I mean? I'm not suggesting that you try it. Nor am I saying it's okay to drunk or drive.
My name's Bingo, and welcome to Jackass.
Hold my beer.
Right.
But I thought, well, that's not bad. But anytime you look at these commercials, and the worst one is, well, I probably shouldn't say the name just in case, right? But it starts with an H and ends with an A. So there's a couple of them. You figure it out. And you'll go in. They're like blue shoes.
Oh, okay, yeah.
And you'll go in.
You're stupid.
And, on the commercial, it'll say, hey, you know what? A fucking brand new 2-door Seville for $199 a month. But you got to have top tier credit for that.
Right.
And you got to have $3,500 down. Whatever else they say, right? And then somebody that doesn't have, has a credit where you throw it on the wall to see if it sticks. He goes in there, he walks out with a fucking $400 a month payment for the same car that you get for $199 because your credit's good. Because you're less of a risk.
Right.
Fucked up.
Why do you say don't laugh about the Volvo? Volvos go kind of hard, kid.
Yeah, that fucking Volvo's dope. The V60.
Is it
It's a wagon.
Yeah, those are nice.
Oh, that shit is dope.
Those are real nice.
There's another one that they have that kind of looks like the Porsche. It's a 4-door. That motherfucker's bad, bro.
Yeah.
It was all black and oh man, dude, that shit was bad, bro. But yeah, I'm considering getting a Volvo.
I mean, Volvos from the 80s, I understand those little square boxes that look like cabs.
I'd get one, dude, and I'd pimp the shit out of it. I'd get on the phone and call Exhibit right away. Hey, dude, meet you down at West Coast Customs right near.
No, those Volvos back in the day were ugly.
What? Oh,
the 80s Volvos.
Oh, they were just square as shit.
Yeah.
That's why.
But then they came out with these newer ones that were still square, but they were much larger.
Yeah.
Those are actually pretty nice, too.
And you know what else is really nice, too? That really, I saw, I was on the freeway and it passed me the other day and I'd been thinking about it, is the Volkswagen Atlas. It's a USV and it's a
USB.
No, SUV.
SUV. Wow. I'm naturally dyslexic.
USB.
Fuck, I'm having problems talking today, kid. So, I saw him pass me by the other day on the freeway, and I thought, I look really fucking dope, dude. Look really nice. So I was considering one of those too.
I don't know about a Volkswagen though.
Why?
Aren't they hard to fix?
Who cares?
I thought he was gonna say fit, and I was like, fuck.
Well, if I was looking at a GTI again, maybe.
Because my niece
Like
bought a Jetta a few years back. Dude, after a couple of years, it was problem after problem.
Well, the thing at my age, I think I'm gonna start doing leases anyways, because even though my brother's a mechanic, I don't want to bother him on his days off and
Right.
do shit like that. Like if you bring me like an older car, pre-75, pre-78, I could work on it. But you bring me anything with a computer or more than fucking 5 wires, take that shit to a dealership, because I don't know what I'm doing on that shit. If it's got a carburetor, I can help you. But and I just don't want to bug him, so I want to buy me a car where I can just take it in and drop it off and have no worries.
Does he have one of those little handheld joints that you plug in when there's a...
Tells you what's wrong with
Yeah.
it? Yeah. You need to be, but all them codes and
Yeah.
it just, you know what I mean? It's a pain in the ass.
I hear you.
You're all over the place right now. Are you all right?
I don't know. You know what? Yesterday I was really fucked up though. I know we were supposed to record yesterday, and I really felt like I was just kind of, but I hadn't slept the night before. I was working on stuff for the
That
other
guy.
station late at night, and then I woke up in the middle of the night because a thought hit me. And I couldn't sleep for 2 hours. I sit up working on it. Couldn't get that to work. I finally went back to sleep. I was up 2 hours again. Had to get ready for work. Just all these different little things.
I think you might have added a couple extra hours into the day.
Somehow, dude, time traveling with the fucking Avengers.
When you say you wake up in the middle of the night, you did some work. Do you actually go to the studio, or do you?
Well, no, I have my laptop in there, so I don't. The stuff that I'm doing for this other guy, I don't need to come in here to do it.
Oh.
I can just mess with it trying to get it up and going. So I mess with it in the studio, in the house. But I'm gonna start doing stuff with the other station too. With my station, I'm gonna start doing some stuff and tightening it up and
Right.
reworking that. So that'll be good. So that'll be good soon too.
Cool.
Kicking off the new year with something straight. You know what I mean? Nice. Got some new mixers for it too. So it'll be good. It's Madhouse Radio. So if you don't have the app, download it now. You can get it through iOS, or you can get it for Android.
And on your Alexa.
Yeah, and on your Alexa. You know what I'm saying?
I hear you.
Got to pimp it out, dude. Just got to get it out there.
Got a question for Seabass.
Uh-oh.
Do you know of a show called Saved by the Bell?
Know of it? Yes. Know anything about it? No.
Did you ever watch it, Mingo?
Me?
Yeah.
Oh, hell yeah, dude.
Really?
Had to
I never watched it.
Really?
Yeah, it never.
Okay, I don't feel as bad now.
So, what's her name? Kimberly Amber Thiessen?
Yeah.
Oh,
What's her name? Says it fucking perfectly.
Actually,
Simp.
Yeah, right.
She was kind of cute on Beverly Hills 90210.
She was on that too?
Yeah.
When?
As she got older, when she was dating, she started dating the dude, Green.
Oh,
Brian-
Brian Austin Green?
yeah.
Okay. No, that wasn't her. Are you
It
sure?
wasn't? Yeah.
No, I thought that was the girl with the green eyes from Days of Our Lives. That girl was bad.
Days of Our Lives.
Yeah.
You used to watch Days of Our Lives?
Yeah, that's what I was going to say. The conversation's happening between, what, you're 40, almost 50. You're how old?
Same age.
Okay.
Almost 50.
Between
Are
you
you afraid
two,
to say it?
between you two is baffling to me right now. Days of Our Lives.
Well,
Saved
I ain't
by
gonna
the Bell.
trip.
The
I used
fact
to
that-
watch all my
The fact that
children.
you know who the fucking boyfriend of whoever the fuck was, like,
Right? Well, and then the only other reason why I watched that show was when they did the Saved by the Bell on the beach. Remember?
Yeah.
And oh my God, what's her name? I could picture it. She's the one with all the Scientology bullshit. She was on King of Queens.
oh,
Lena something?
Yeah.
Something like that?
Leah Remini.
Yeah.
So she was Zach Morris's girlfriend. She was the
That's
resort
right.
owner's
That's
daughter.
right. Yeah. That was her?
Yeah. And then, of course, you got to make the connection, and it's been made years over year, a lot. Jesus Christ, I'm having a tough time today. The girl, what was her name? Was it Jessie? Curly hair, tall girl. She was the oddball of the group because she was so tall. She liked Mario Lopez.
Is she the one that did the Showgirls movie?
Showgirls. You got to watch that movie, son.
Oh, God.
That movie was horrible.
It was.
That
But you
was
got to
so
see
bad.
the movies, though, so it was cool.
Worth it.
Hey, when you watch that show that long,
That is true. Yeah,
and
it is.
you get a sneak peek of the movie,
Yeah.
it's worth it,
Yeah, that's true.
right?
But the reason I asked is because there's a reboot of it, either on Netflix or Hulu. I haven't seen it, so
Is it going to be
Yeah.
like Fuller House? Is it going to be Saved Again by the Bell?
yeah, it's based on the characters' children now. The Zach, the Mario, is it Mario Lopez?
Mario
Mario Lopez.
Lopez.
His kids, possibly. They're supposed to be on it as well.
Do you know that Mario Lopez was in Colors?
No,
That's what I said. I said, get the fuck out of here. He was in Colors.
who was he?
He was Felipe's homie.
Which one's Felipe?
I have no idea. But that's how he's tagged on the. Because somebody told me that. I looked it up on IMDb, and I found him. He said, "Oh yeah, he's," and that was his name in the Felipe's homie. Okay. So I scrolled over to look for Felipe, and Felipe didn't even have a fucking picture on IMDb.
It's probably the Hector character.
Yeah, probably. So I'm gonna have to fucking watch the movie again to see if I can catch where he's at. But yeah,
But he must have been real young though.
Yeah, he was a young cat, dude. Very young.
I don't even remember the Spanish gangs having anybody that young.
Well, yeah, they had the little brother that was on heroin or that was on PCP.
Yeah, but I mean,
Smoked a
Mario
shrimp stick.
at that point, Mario Lopez was still a lot younger than that kid.
No, he was about that age, maybe a couple
Really?
years older. Yeah, Mario's our fucking age, bro. If not, maybe older.
Okay.
And now that we're on the fucking shit about Mario, did you see that he was having a 15-minute commercial for KFC on fucking
I heard
Lifetime?
about it. I didn't see it though.
I saw part of it, dude. Pretty fucking funny.
Oh, was
dude.
it?
Yeah, and it's right on point with kind of like what you would perceive his character to be, and fucking KFC, the Colonel.
Yeah, I heard it's supposed to be like a Rigo Suave type Colonel Sanders.
Yeah,
I didn't see it though. But 15 minutes.
yeah, it's 15 minutes long.
Damn.
Colonel Sanders.
No, he speaks white. I would say he speaks English. Like I'm telling you, I'm all over, dude.
He speaks white.
Well, it's like when they say, "Oh, you speak Mexican?" Yeah, fucker, I do. He's got a radio show, and it's playing on the background at work. And they asked him about it today, and somebody was clowning him about, man, his agent. Mario takes everything the agent throws at him, and he was like, "No, I throw a lot of things out that my agent comes to me with. I don't do everything." He said, "But shit, who wouldn't want to play Colonel Sanders? That's kind of like a pat on the back. It's like you know what I mean?"
Well, yeah,
But
for Mario Lopez to be the one to be asked, "Do you want to play Colonel Sanders?" That's because who else did it? Reba
did it, and then the two comedians did it.
I think
Bill Murray did
Norm McDonald was one of them.
Norm Macdonald
Yeah.
did it, yeah. And he gonna be the one Mexican to do it.
I'll tell you what, man. Dancing with the Stars did Mario right.
Dude, that dude's been right since.
No, but Dancing with the Stars put him back on the map to where he started getting all these gigs. After that, he got the Access Hollywood.
No, he did that first, didn't
Oh
he?
yeah,
No.
Are you sure?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure.
I think you got it backwards. I think Access Hollywood got him to where he could get on Dancing with the Stars. And
Looks, father and son tag teaming on me right now.
I'll
Seabass
Can
is
you not
looking
say
it
it
up.
like that though? How about that?
yeah, the room too small. Don't be saying shit like that.
But back to the Saved by the Bell reboot.
Okay.
Okay, here's the deal. Apparently, they are poking fun at the fact that Selena Gomez got a kidney transplant. Did you hear about this?
They're poking fun at it?
Yeah.
How
There's
do you
like
poke fun at it?
there
With a scalpel.
It's the kids are in the hallways at school and they're just talking, and one girl tells another girl, "I heard Selena Gomez got her kidney from Justin Bieber's mom." And so the other girl
shit.
says, "No, I heard she got it from Demi Lovato because they're friends. And so it was tongue-in-cheek, if you will. And then in another episode, I guess either another episode or later on in that episode, they said apparently there was like some graffiti written on the back wall that wasn't in the shot,
Right.
but it was like off to the side, but you could see it.
Right.
And it says, does Selena Gomez even have a kidney?
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Wow, that's a little harsh.
So here's the thing. Of course, all the Selena Gomez fans got in an uproar. I don't know if Selena Gomez herself said anything, but the person who gave her the kidney started complaining to
Really?
Netflix, saying, this ain't right. This is not something that's funny, which is not. I give it to them. So Netflix, went on the apology tour, donated all kinds of money to baby Selena Gomez's charity. What do you think about that?
Well, it's cool. I ain't got no money to give anybody anyway, so I just say what I want, right?
Yeah.
I think once you're a star, you're fucking fair game.
Yeah. Okay.
You know what I mean? Look, Tony, I'm going to tell you something. And I'm going to sound really stupid because a lot of people are not going to understand what I'm saying. So I always thought, and I think we probably talked about it when we were younger anyways, I always wanted to be a star. I always thought, I'm going to go to fucking Hollywood and blah, blah, blah. But I never went out of fear. And it wasn't a fear of failing. It was a fear of success because I wouldn't know how to handle it. Just like all these kids, like, fuck, dude, look at all these kids that were kid stars that ended up fucked up. River Phoenix killed himself, right? OD'd.
How you gonna talk about Todd Bridges like that?
Todd Bridges, look, fuck all of them, even the sister, right? Dana
Oh
Plato.
yeah. Wait, isn't she dead now?
Yeah.
Oh my bad. I shouldn't.
Well, she did
Look
porn
at you
too,
laughing
right?
all loud.
Oh no, that was the little girl on the Brady Bunch did porn. Cindy.
Oh, no.
Yeah. And the girl that's on Full House, what's the young one? Not the baby,
twins?
but the hot one.
What you mean a hot one?
Well, the middle sister, the hot sister.
I don't know. I don't know her name. I know who you're talking about because my daughter watched that show.
She was a meth head, dude.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah. I remember that.
She was strung out. Her and her husband strung out for years, and she finally got her shit together. She back on the show. As soon as that show gone, she going back. She going back.
She can pay for that habit now.
But yeah, dude, out of that, like all these kids that go on and do this shit, right? Like Britney Spears, fucking Amanda Bynes. I mean, we can go.
Lindsay
We
Lohan?
can name, Lindsay Lohan. We can name for name all day long. That people that weren't prepped for that kind of
Miley Cyrus.
lifestyle. I mean, look at Eminem talks about it, dude. Where he came out and he said, "Hey, dude, I'm just like you. I'm out with my family. When I'm not on stage, I'm just like you." Right? So they don't understand how once you become a star, you can't go out to fucking In-N-Out and have a burger,
Right.
because you'll never fucking get out of there. You know what I mean? So I think I was afraid of the success, and I think that I would have ended up like John Belushi.
Coked out and dead?
Yep.
Really?
Yep. Yeah, because I
wish, because I wouldn't have to go through adult shit.
Well, it's kind of like fuck. It's kind of like Aladdin, Good Morning Vietnam, Robin Williams.
Yeah.
He's got that same kind of like you want everybody around you to be happy, but nobody sees how tormented you are. You know what I mean? Like that was always kind of his life, and you could always like if you stop to watch Mork and Mindy, you can see it. Those years that he was playing that character,
Right.
You could see that pain within him. You know what I mean? And even on some of the other movies that he did, like when he did Miss Doubtfire, and he wasn't playing the woman, and he was having conversations with the old man,
Yeah.
the guy that owned the TV station or whatever, you could almost see his pain, like who he really was with the conversations he was having.
Well, even at the end when he was her on the TV show.
Yeah. I mean, you could see it, dude. But it's those kind of things that I think a lot of people don't look at, and doing shit like that to Selena, that's fucked up.
Well, what I'm really trying to get at is Netflix's point of view, or Hulu, or whoever it is that the show's on. In this day and age, Me Too, sexual harassment, treat women fairly, everything that now HR has to be looking at and legal has to be looking at. Wasn't there at least one person, if not multiple people, that said we shouldn't be doing this because we could get some backlash? And if, with that being said, does Netflix say, well, that'll put us on the map. That'll get them talking about the show. We'll go on the apology tour and we'll make a donation, but at least it will get people talking.
We'll spin it.
Yeah, so
I don't know, dude, and I'll tell you why. Because Netflix is making a shit ton of money, right?
Going off of that, did you see that they're picking up the Rick Grimes movies?
Are they really?
Yeah.
Oh wow. They're gonna be a big force.
Yeah.
To be reckoned with in the near future. Somebody just bought them, didn't they? Somebody big.
So.
Didn't Disney buy them? No, because Disney just set up their. I'll have to look into that. But they're like, just not that long ago, they had that show about the little girls that were cuties or whatever that they got fucking slammed for, right? And
that's
they backpedaled all over that bullshit. Wrong choice of words. They backpedaled all over all that bullshit and they pulled it off.
You're horrible.
Right?
That was on purpose. And you fucking know it.
I'm going to let Tony recuperate.
that was pretty good, actually.
So they pulled it off the air, whatever, whatnot. And again, they went on that fucking tour. And I think they also gave money to the, fine kids that are being sold and all that kind of bullshit.
So, okay, what was it, cuties? Don't they know that they're going to get some backlash from that? And so with that being said, why else would they put it on the show, on their network, on their platform, if not to get them talking about their platform? So it's one of those, is any press good press, even if it's bad press?
All publicity is good publicity.
There you go. That's what I was trying to say.
Yeah.
I mean, again, somebody had to see this Selena, the jokes about Selena Gomez and say, we're going to catch hell for this. And somebody else had to say, that's all right, we'll just throw some money at it, but at least they'll get them talking about back to, what's the show? Saved by the Bell reboot.
But here's the thing, though. You have so many, because it's not just because it's shown on Netflix or that it was made by Netflix doesn't mean that Netflix made it. There was another company that went out and said, "Hey, we're gonna do this. We're gonna shop it to fucking Netflix. They're behind it. They're gonna fund us to make this, and they're gonna play it on their network."
Okay,
that's objectively worse.
Right, because now, hold on though, because now it's the director and whoever's doing quality control for that show, the writers or whatever, that put that shit together, and then they take it to Netflix. The question is, does Netflix review everything that they put out?
They have to, because they've taken a lot of shit off.
And you just said it. It's a mega company. They're making money hand over fist right now.
If Disney didn't have a streaming service, they'd be damn near a monopoly at this point.
Yeah.
I mean,
Hulu can't touch it.
So somebody somewhere had to say.
And it can't just be one person either. It's got to be a group of people that are sitting down like, this is a good fucking movie.
Social media is going to kill us on this.
Yeah.
Making fun of sweet Selena Gomez. And again, why would Netflix say, okay, we'll throw some money at it.
All right. Let me throw this at you. Are you ready? Who the fuck's Selena Gomez? I don't mean that like I don't know who she is. I'm saying...
Oh, don't get me wrong.
Who is she?
I'm just saying, it could be whoever. Selena Gomez is just a name.
Right.
I'm just saying... they could have said it about Oprah. The name's not what I'm talking about.
But here, Tony, look. Here's the fucking problem. No matter what product you put out, no matter what you do and what kind of fucking scrutiny you put it under, somebody's going to find something fucking wrong with what you do if they're looking for something to be wrong.
Some people just wake up pissed off and have a bone to pick. It doesn't matter which bone where.
True. But would a company like Netflix want to avoid all that.
I don't think you can. I think you weigh the fuck, dude. Somebody's gonna say shit about
So
Well, hold on.
Somebody's
They pulled House of Cards. Was it Kevin Spacey? That was the whole shit with Kevin Spacey.
Mm-hmm.
They pulled House of Cards and a bunch of other movies that he had.
Oh, and they pulled it before they even showed the last episode.
Yeah.
So when it's time, if they need to, they step up.
But I mean, is Saved by the Bell reboot such a great show that they said we can take the hit because it's going to be such a great show and money maker?
No, I think they spent too much money on it and said we got to get fucking people to watch this. Go ahead and leave that bullshit about Selena on there because people that didn't know about this reboot,
like us,
that we haven't spent the money out to put it out there that. So even the dumbasses that don't watch TV will know that this is on.
But you'll watch Days of Our Lives. Got it.
Well, back then we didn't have a choice.
Hey, look, Days of Our Lives was essential.
I think you probably had a choice.
If you watched daytime soap operas, you would know how to pick up on women.
I can't stand even watching.
Tell me I'm wrong, right?
I can't even stand watching the transition thing into a commercial.
Tell me I'm wrong, though, right?
You got a point.
Yeah. Them dudes are so smooth, and especially
because it's a script.
But yeah,
keep going.
Yeah, but you start watching.
I'm done with it. Keep going.
You could do scripts with them while you're on there. That way, when
I'm done with it. Keep going.
I'm telling you, dude.
And I'm telling you, I'm done with it. Keep going.
You need to watch you.
But like I said, I was an All My Children kind of guy. A little bit of General Hospital.
No, I never got into either one of those.
I mean, I'm not the Luke and Laura kind of guy, but a little bit of General Hospital.
Yeah, I was always Another World and Days of Our Lives.
As the World Turns.
I never watched that one.
What is that one? As the World Turns. Yeah. Okay. I was gonna say As the World Turns.
Again.
So as the Days of Our Lives.
Oh no! Yeah, that's it. Yeah. No wait.
As the world turns.
No, as the sands to the hourglass, so are the days of our lives.
This is depressing to hear.
Speaking of Selena, there's another one that Netflix just put out.
Yeah, I actually watched a couple of episodes.
What'd you think of it?
It's not bad. I mean, I'm watching it because my wife and daughter want to watch it.
I know why you're watching it.
That was part of why I was watching it.
What?
Christina
the girl that plays Selena plays a character in The Walking Dead.
Yeah, I read that.
So, and in The Walking Dead, and I was talking about this earlier today with somebody, the character on The Walking Dead has there's no fucking range. And there was no true, character development for her. This is so total opposite. And I was telling who I was talking to, hey, is it that Christina Serratos is playing the part so good?
I think it's just Christian Serratos.
Is it Christian?
Yeah.
Whatever. Serrato is playing the part so fucking well, or is it that she's playing Selena so well that she's kind of captured her magnetic personality? Because I sat there, dude, and I was in. As soon as she came on the screen and she's talking, and she's real light, she's real I was in on the character. Now I was never big on Selena when we were at that age, whatever. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know what you mean, but
wasn't my thing.
I'm not. I guess I didn't look that deep into it that she was such a great actress playing Selena. It's just another show. I mean, yeah,
and to me, it was okay, well, let's check it out because everybody talks about, how Selena was great and how, everything was always about her movies or about her music and whatnot. So when you actually get to see, some backstory and some character building behind her, and you see Kristen Serrato playing that character, and she brings it out, dude. I don't really care for Kristen Serrato. She's not a great actress to me. She wasn't until I saw her in this, and I thought, wow, she's really brought the character to life, or the character really brought her to life. Does that make sense?
It does, but again, I'm not.
Well, you go back and watch it.
Did you watch all the available episodes already?
Yeah, I did.
And you wonder why he doesn't fucking sleep.
That could be too. Yeah, I did.
How much of that story do you think is true of what they're showing? I mean, because how do you even know all these
It's got to be glorified, or else it's not going to be a good show.
Yeah, I mean, it's got to be puffed up, or it's not going to be.
It's got to be Disneyed.
Yeah,
Disneyed up a little bit.
Because there's no way that her life was that fucking interesting to make, probably like a 6-series show about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, to me, watching it, it was the Mexican Partridge Family.
Wow, you're right.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody in the fucking family played an instrument.
Oh, wow. I didn't even think about it that way.
Yeah. It just hit me right now when I spit it out there. But it's really interesting. Like, it makes you wonder if her dad was really that big of a dick. He
had to be. It's one of those things that when, like Michael Jackson's dad, you're a dick because you're disciplined and you're striving for something.
Right. It was hard for me to watch only when he started saying, "Look at everything that I've done. Look what I've created. Look what I've." You didn't get that far yet, but he's braggadocious about it from his perspective, like he did it all. And I'm sitting there like, well, without them two, you guys do it. You know what I mean? And it was really interesting, the whole AB thing, the brother.
Yeah. I mean, I caught the episode where he was running off with a girl that he saw like at a concert, and she picked him up at his house.
Yeah. So, AB Quintanilla he's on the Cumbia Kings, right?
Oh, really?
Yeah, he's the main guy, and so I believe Chris is too.
Oh, wow!
Which is
her husband. Yeah.
Is on the Cumbia Kings.
Really?
Yeah,
I gotta look that up.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah. So it's cool to see all that stuff kind of play out, and really the pressure that the kid had growing. Like, dude, hey, we need another number one hit. Let me know when you got it. I'll be back.
Wow. In this series, what you saw so far, does it go into where she becomes famous?
She's just starting to tip the scales.
Okay.
She's got one gold album. They're working on hitting a platinum album, and they just got to the point where they hire the lady that kills her. Spoiler alert, if you don't know about Selena, she dies in the end.
Wow.
Not that that's fucking funny or nothing, but...
you're laughing. Both of you are laughing pretty hard about that.
One of the actresses that plays her sister, I don't know if it's the older sister or the younger sister, it's from Desert Hot Springs.
She only got one sister.
But at the different ages.
Oh, okay. She's from Desert Hot Springs?
Yeah, that's what I heard. That's what I heard.
How the hell did she get...
Got me.
Because you can't play.
What, you want to be the dad? You want to play the dad?
Dude, I'd be
You could play. Yeah, you could have been a good dick of a dad.
Gee, thanks. I got plenty of practice with my asshole kids.
Well, at least I can admit it and come by it honestly.
Hey, he's on one today.
I'm on one every day. That's my secret. I'm always angry.
When you say really from Desert Hot Springs, like how did she get into it?
Yeah, no, that's
And
great that
the-
somebody,
The reason I'm saying this is because my wife and daughter are watching Dallas Cowboy Cheerleaders Camp.
Yeah.
Girl from Palm Springs High School is trying out.
Do we know her? Or is this after us?
No, it's actually my son knows her. My son went to middle school with her.
Oh, okay.
And they were friends. And so they told me they know her. And I was like, really? And I watched an episode right before I got here. And
You got to get her on the show.
Jesus.
It will make it really cold in here.
if you watch the show, her name is Jada.
Jada?
Yeah, Jada.
Okay.
Yeah, I don't know if spelling it's really.
Yeah, doesn't matter.
I'm just trying.
Just try to get her in here. We're good. Whatever. And that corner's cold too, boy. Just saying. She needs to bring a jacket or something. She needs to bring her winter cheering outfit.
Yeah, we're gonna let that sit for you for a minute.
So,
Let everybody judge you for a hot second.
it's all right. Judge me. La la la.
Let's talk about your alien planted
Them motherfuckers are
art
showing
piece.
up everywhere.
Come on,
I just
kid.
saw a meme where they had the silver one, and then next to it they had a little green thing in a burlap sack.
A little green thing.
Yeah, like Baby Yoda and the Mando.
That's pretty funny. Yeah, dude, I don't know. And then that I sent you this thing about they released some photo of something the CIA had or something about a spaceship that.
Let's talk about the art
model-
piece.
So what do you think?
Yeah.
Oh, okay, never mind.
And we'll talk about the other thing after this.
Okay. So
I read the article, said an art group, I'm assuming meaning multiple artists
I would
are in
hope
this
so.
group that claim that, yeah, they're the ones that did it. They put it there. Thoughts? I mean, it ain't aliens.
I think they're full of shit unless they
Come
had some. Hold
on, man.
I let you speak, Tony. You know what I mean? And the only reason why I say they're full of shit is because the monoglyphs that are in the ground, they were triangle, right? Or were they square? Either way,
Yeah,
they were
I don't
square.
know what the footprint was, but I just know it was tall and skinny.
they had to be welded together. Not very many people can weld stainless steel that well. And I guarantee you that an artist cannot weld stainless steel like that.
Why not?
Because art isn't clean and look like that. Like, it's got to be like, like fucking.
Not all art is like that.
Well, but
It's not abstract.
well, how many artists know how to fucking weld with a
This
fucking,
group of artists might
But,
know how
but
to
how
weld
many
really well.
welders are artists?
And how many people know how to polish out stainless steel like that?
It only
Because
takes
steel-
one. It only
because
takes
steel,
one.
Because steel doesn't come out that way. The second one that came
Then
out,
maybe it's not steel.
that had all the fucking swirls on it. He didn't know how to do it. He fucked that shit up.
So then it wasn't that guy that did the first one.
There you go. That's the one
It
that
is
was in
a
a different
group of
country,
pe-
right?
It is a group of people.
That wasn't the one that was in America because
How
we
many-
got better artists.
Come on, how many groups? What are the fucking Hell's Angels out there putting fucking monoglyphs in the ground? Like, you would have to have a huge group of people. Like, who's got an art group in Northern California and fucking Lithuania?
Dog.
That's like 2 or 3 connection flights away.
Yeah, I mean the
Right.
the internet has the world connected.
Come on, dog. Really? And I
You
told
act like we don't have listeners in Russia and Australia,
See what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
well-
which are even
Oh, we got
farther
some
than
in
what
Mexico now, too.
Lithuania.
so, but
They're not putting them out there.
Yeah, I know. Building the wall with them.
Yeah. There goes that listener.
So, you're talking about
one listener in Mexico.
the one with Wi-Fi.
Yeah.
Come on, guys, let's check them out. They're on.
He's sitting right there next to the
They
river.
have a new episode. Come on, guys.
Got the water wheel hooked up to the router.
Bring your caguama. Let's go.
We're going to hell. Whatever.
Put back the burritos. All right. So, anyways, if you look at the very first one, and some of the other ones were really well placed, but the one that got me was the first one. And for the reason that I told you, it looked like it was dropped from a high altitude just because of the splatter pattern underneath it, like
See, now
at the
you-
base of it.
You don't even need to do that. You can just dig around it, put that bitch in the sand, and then
Okay, you're
There's a well around
saying
it.
the second one or the third or however many in these other countries don't look like the first one because they're made by different artists.
I think it's possible that the first one was real and the rest are bullshit. Or there may be another one out there that's real.
No, you can't say that because they were too close together. It's not like a copycat could see something on the internet and copy it
Why?
because it was just too soon. It had to be.
Do you know how long it takes to make a 6 foot?
do you?
No, but I'm pretty sure that knowing welding, if you have the sheet metal there, that you can bap and zzz, and let's go and bury it.
I don't know, man. I think you're reaching for this alien thing too much.
I think so too. I don't think they would make it that subtle.
Yeah.
I think they'd make it really obvious that they were here.
Maybe they were anchors that they put on the ground to help us out, and they were going to fucking tie lines on it.
If they're
And
going to
pull
show
it-
up,
hold
they're
on.
not here to help us.
And they put lines on it to pull us out of the way of the asteroids.
You ever watch
Yeah, I doubt
that
it.
Twilight Zone
That's
episode with
not
aliens?
that's not big enough of a thing to pull us away from anything. A 6-foot tall thing.
Well, how many has there been though? I'm not just saying.
Yeah, but in
they tied a cable to one.
in different spots.
And then the people that came out in the middle of the night in Utah to take it out. I told you, they were in fucking uniforms, dude. It was the fucking government. The government came out in the middle of the night and took those out.
No.
Okay.
But you ever see the episode with Twilight Zone with the aliens?
No.
It was,
I don't like Twilight Zone. Twilight Zone scares me.
Some of them are really good.
Yeah.
UFO
like the
comes
Bucker
down,
one.
aliens come out, and they were saying that we're here to serve man. So all the humans were thinking, oh, well, they're here to serve us. And so they, by the boatloads, go on the UFO
Service with the
and
work
take
papers.
off. And they had a book that says how to serve man. And they were like, oh, my God, thought it was the greatest thing in the world.
It's a fucking recipe book.
It was a recipe book, exactly. They figured it out at the end. Some humans figured it out that it was a cookbook. It was a great episode.
Oh, well, I'm good then. I'm too fatty. They won't take me. Put him back.
You kidding?
But this
Eat
other
pork,
thing that you just saw sent out
Yep.
about that UFO,
Yeah?
dude, did you read the article?
No, I didn't. I just saw the picture.
Okay. In the article, the picture was taken by someone in the Air Force in a plane.
Right.
Took it with his personal cell phone. Come on,
You don't
man.
take pictures with yours?
If you're
Well,
in the
what
military,
kind of-
you're in
what
the
kind of camera
military.
do you
Hold
think you
on,
have
you're
on
in the
the plane?
military flying a government plane.
What airspace was this over? Do you know?
No,
Okay.
and you're gonna sit there with your own cell phone and start taking pictures.
Yeah, you
They have autopilot on those
Come on,
things.
man.
Yeah.
You're just gonna you're
We
on
have-
duty
we
and
have-
you're gonna whip out your cell phone and start taking pictures?
We have Harrier jets that will sit in place.
Nah.
Yes, we do.
Well, no, I'm just
Okay.
saying it. I'm not denying it. I'm just
Okay.
saying, you know,
What?
how's somebody flying an airplane going to whip out their personal cell phone to take a picture? Don't they have cameras on the plane?
No.
Oh.
That's super, super big no.
They have drones that have the little cameras on the bottom that they can go out and do shit with, but no. Didn't you see motherfucking
Don't tell me Top Gun.
yeah,
Aw.
inverted flight and pulled out a camera and took a picture of them.
Wait, what happened? What movie is this?
Top Gun.
Top Gun?
Oh, okay.
Did you ever see that?
No.
Really?
No.
Oh, well, when we get that new shipment in, we get it all set up.
Yeah,
watch
you
it.
got to watch Top Gun. I mean, that's a cult classic, kid.
Yeah.
All right.
Yeah,
Isn't Tom Cruise in that movie? How perfect that it's
Yeah.
a cult classic.
yeah. Well, you know what's funny is
I'm good, huh, Tony?
Every time we always talk about, hey, dude, have you seen this movie? No, oh, dude, you're gonna see it.
Still haven't seen it.
I made him watch Porky's. Do you ever remember Porky's?
Uh-huh, yeah.
That's
When I was fucking 13.
the best fucking movie ever, dude. That's the best comedy ever. Go ahead, come on, and I'll tell you why.
For one scene in the movie, it is
You know
the
what?
funniest fucking movie I've ever
It
seen.
fits that
that
time.
era,
Yeah, it does. I mean, if I were to see it now, though, I think I'd be disappointed.
Really?
Yeah,
No,
last time I saw it was probably 12.
Yeah, you wouldn't be disappointed.
For one scene in the movie.
The one, the best scene in the movie, dude, is when they're in that fucking office, and they have the Miss Ballbricker in there, and they have the two coaches or the three coaches in there, and it was right after she grabbed the dude's penis in the shower, right? And she's talking about bringing in a sketch artist, and those guys are fucking just dying laughing, dude.
It's not even that. It's when they're having sex up in the above the
Oh,
fucking
you're right.
gym.
You're right.
And he hides himself behind the fucking mat, and he's just pissing his pants laughing.
Fucking, and then
Dude,
and
I
that's
remember watching that movie, being 14, and thinking I was gonna die because I couldn't fucking breathe.
that shit, like, that's the best fucking, like, there's no, like, they had to do that in one cut because there's
Yeah.
no way anybody acts that good to laugh.
You can't get that genuine laughter in
No.
a second cut.
Can we call it a Tellywhacker? And then the other fucking movie, I made him watch American Pie, him and his brother.
Oh,
Okay.
Jesus.
And we were sitting there, and when she said that shit about putting the flute in her hoo-ha, they about shot out fucking soda out of their nose, dude. they're like, oh my god, that was so unexpected. That makes that movie great.
Yeah.
You know, I got my daughter to watch a movie, and I think it's a great movie. It's funny, and I thought she would appreciate it too. But it's one of those things that it's because it's not that much older, but because of the date of it, it's kind of like too old for her.
Right.
And the comedy I thought was and I thought she would love it, and she was like, "It's all right." I don't even think she watched the whole thing. Tropic Thunder.
Dude,
Really?
that's my favorite fucking movie.
Dude, that movie's hilarious.
It is. I love that movie.
But she wasn't, she was like, it's all right.
Well, that's kind of a dude movie, though.
I'm a dude
They-
playing a dude
but she's
disguised as
got
another dude.
my sense of humor.
Really?
So yeah, I don't know. Tropic Thunder's
That's
hilarious.
such a good
I'll
fucking movie.
tell you what tops that movie for me, and it was fucking Nacho Libre, dude. That movie's fucking hilarious to me.
I used
Encarnacion.
to not like that movie. I couldn't stand the elote scene.
When he throws it
When
in
the first time they're getting it
oh yeah.
and them throw it like, why do you eat that?
I don't remember the movie all that well. I just remember one part where I believe he was eating something and a booger came out of his nose.
Oh, it was probably when he was a kid.
I don't remember it, but that was funny, kid.
Yeah.
That's a good movie too.
I gotta kind of watch it. That part. Take me way back to my childhood. Don't make me tell that story again.
Now, okay, let's talk about Tropic Thunder real quick.
Okay.
Doesn't it suck that movie couldn't be made now because of Robert Downey Jr.'s
He even caught
part?
flack recently because of that movie.
Really?
Yeah, people were watching that movie like, Robert Downey Jr. does blackface in Tropic Thunder. Cancel him. Like, really?
Fuck that, dude. If they cancel that, they gotta cancel Eddie Murphy. Eddie Murphy did whiteface in Coming to America.
Yeah. I'm not gonna cancel him for that shit. That shit's funny. But so was Robert Downey Jr. in fucking Tropic Thunder. I'm the dude playing a dude disguised as another dude. Like,
Right. It was fucking great. That was a great line.
yeah.
On Saturday Night Live this weekend, they did a skit or a part where a woman watched movies from way back when, and she mentioned Tom Hanks. They mentioned Tom Hanks in Forrest Gump, and she goes, "Yeah, I saw that movie. He's changed so much since he made that movie." And they're looking at her like, "What are you talking about?" She's like, because when he made that movie, he didn't seem very bright. And they're like, "Well, that was the part he was playing."
Yeah.
And she's like, "Oh, you can't do that." Like, in other words,
Yeah.
you can't. How could they have done that? It's like you can't make movies like that anymore.
It's like The Office. If The Office were to remake that show, it would not fucking fly.
No, wasn't that? No, that was fucking Tropic Thunder had the answer to that. You can't go full retard,
Yeah. You never go full retard. Never go full retard.
right? Like,
And matter
you
of fact,
can't say that word
weren't
either.
they talking? Wasn't they
I just
talking
said
about
it 3 fucking times.
Sean Penn? They were talking about Sean Penn in that part, right?
No, weren't they talking about Ben Stiller?
Yeah, Ben Stiller.
Because he was,
he-
Jack, some special mind or something
Yeah.
like that?
So why am I? Well, Sean Penn made a movie called "I Am Sam,"
Right.
where
Right.
he played.
No, because he was talking about. Did he say Tom Hanks? No, who was he talking about that went full?
Wasn't it Ben Stiller?
I thought it was Sean Penn.
Well, he was talking to Ben Stiller about doing that, but I think you're right. I think you're right. He was talking about comparing the character that he played to the
Tom
I Am
Hanks.
Sam.
Oh, no.
Yeah,
what's
that's
his
what it
name
was.
played.
Yeah.
And dude, Sean Penn can't play that movie now.
Sean Penn could play that movie now.
You think? You
Oh,
don't
yeah.
think there'll be an uproar because why wouldn't they?
Well, what are you going to do? You're going to get a special person to play it?
Yes.
How?
What do you mean? How? Give him
Peanut
the
Butter
script.
Falcon?
That's different than what we're talking about. Like, could you
How?
imagine? Could you imagine how long that fucking movie would take?
Oh,
It's funny because that singer Sia.
Who?
no.
Sia.
Huh?
Really?
Who's that?
She's a singer. She's a music.
What does she
musician.
sing?
Titanium. Come on, dude. Really?
Titanium sounds familiar, but other than that, I don't got shit.
Dog, she's got a house in Palm Springs.
That doesn't help.
Well, the reason I say that is because it was on the news a couple years ago. She was at Walmart, the Palm Springs Walmart, and she like everyone that was in line. She bought all their whatever there was that they were buying. It was like a big thing on the news. You didn't know? Okay. Anyways, she's a musician. She's a singer, and Chandelier was another song that she did. Come on.
Nope.
Okay. She's got
Look all these
what they call a muse. She's got this girl that's a dancer that she's like in all her videos. It's like her sidekick.
Right.
And so apparently she's like making a movie or something like that. Sia.
Okay.
And it's got an autistic person in it, and her muse plays that autistic person. And they're giving her shit about why didn't they get a real autistic person to play that part. And one of the things was they actually tried it apparently, and like you said, it was just too complicated. The hours were too long, and the autistic person couldn't handle it. So they casted old girl, her muse.
Maybe if they would have put her script in a blue bucket.
Dude, I was thinking of how to make that joke for so long. I was thinking
How to bring it back around?
yeah, how to bring it to the blue pails again.
Oh, shit. You know,
I hate that our minds work like that.
Yeah. You know, I think all this shit's just getting ridiculous. Like, they talk about, you know, oh, is that one of her songs?
I'm trying to pull it up, yeah.
Like, they have all these, you know, this cancel culture about, oh, well, if we don't like it, we're just going to fucking shut it down. We don't like that you said that, you're gone. Get the fuck out of here, dude. Like, why is your opinion more important than mine? Oh, Sia. I'm just kidding. I've never heard that.
I was gonna fucking lose it.
You don't remember this song?
Uh-uh.
It was a hit, kid. Come on.
Now I was busy doing old school shit on my.
Don't get me
tape,
wrong. It ain't necessarily my style, but
Don't lie. You dancing when you cleaning pools with that shit. Like,
okay.
How do I turn it off?
but you know what? I just think that cancel culture has just gone way too far.
Oh, it definitely has.
As a matter of fact, they're the new bullies.
Huh.
Because if you do something they don't like, they're come right after you.
Yeah.
Like if you're just standing in the hallways not saying shit in school, right, and the bully's fucking with somebody, as long as you don't say anything, chances are you're going to escape, right? Bully's not going to fuck with you. But if you say something and laugh, or you say something that gets their attention, well, now you're getting ass whooping too.
All I'm gonna say is these kids couldn't stand being in a Call of Duty lobby.
Yeah, and I just don't like. Look, I understand if you don't like everything that happens in the world, doesn't give you the right to try to shut it all down. It's a free world. The whole thing is, if you don't like it, don't listen. That's what we used to go by in this world. That's what it was. Even as a matter of fact, you know what? You want to talk about them being bullies? Then their parents were the ones that told them, hey, you know what? Just walk away. Right? Hey, if somebody wants to hit you or they're going to want to fight you, whatever, it's okay. Just walk away.
And you're saying
they need to fucking walk away and leave us alone. We ain't doing shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, let people be who they are. Not everybody. And you got all these people that jump on the bandwagon over bullshit because there's so many, they feel so connected to people because of the internet.
Yeah. Yeah.
You know what I mean? So I don't know. That shit, it bugs me. Just let people be people, man. Because look, you can't make fun of black people if you're a comedian, right? If you're a white comedian, right, you can't make fun of black people. But black people make fun of fucking everybody. And it's funny.
And it is very funny.
Well, fuck that. If I go out and say I'm going to make fun of everybody too, you know what I mean? Like, it's not just you guys that can make fun of everybody.
All people are created equal.
Right. And you want to keep it equal, then let's go down that road. You know what I mean? Make it equal for everybody. Just let it be what it is. But stop pointing out, like, if you're going to keep pointing out the differences, between people, then you're creating the divide. And if you're going to keep bullying people into doing and wanting them to be the way you are, understand that you're the new bully. Does that make sense?
Totally. Yeah.
It's New Age It's New Age imperialism.
Yeah, it's like, and we'll fight that all day long, dude. There's no way. I mean, I don't want to be silenced. I don't want to be told what I can and can't say. You know what I mean? If I have a feeling about something, I want to be able to say it. And you know what? I may just say it in jest. But that doesn't mean that I deserve to have somebody come and jump down my throat about me saying whatever it is I said.
But that's going back to Netflix Saved by the Bell. They put a joke out there, and all of a sudden, that episode's been removed because people are in an uproar over it, and it was just a joke.
Yes, but that joke was directed at one person and could hurt one person. You know what I'm saying? I'm talking globally. If I'm going to hurt people, I'm going to hurt them on a bigger scale.
Well, see,
not just one person at a time.
Even then, you know the whole situation with Demi Lovato, right? She was fucking on heroin, had an eating disorder, and people were making fun of her.
Oh, yeah.
For months because she did heroin and had this eating disorder.
So you know this much about Demi Lovato, but you don't know Zia?
No, I don't know who the fuck Zia is.
Demi Lovato kind of fine.
Demi Lovato's fucking hot.
Really?
Yeah.
Yeah, I don't think so.
I'd buy her a shot of heroin. When I tell you I'm going to hell, it's coming from an honest place.
That's the funniest fucking shit you've ever said. Holy shit.
I'll buy her a shot there.
I can see you knocking on her door holding a fucking spoon and a lighter. I mean,
A bent spoon. It's already bent.
I'm done.
Another showstopper by your boy.
Oh, shit, Sebastian. That was pretty good. God damn. But that's the whole point, though. Like, yeah, you know what? Saying shit like that's fucked up.
Good luck following that.
Yeah, but you know, fuck, you gotta let people be people. Just like we talked about it before. Like, I remember when he first came down, he was real like didn't cuss, didn't want to fucking like, didn't know how to communicate with other men, like didn't know how to be around like.
Who are you talking about?
Sebastian.
Oh,
like didn't know how to be like a man, like, you know what I mean? Like interact with other men because of where he lived and who he lived with, right? So like, you know, when we get around or we're fucking Manny and Mo or like Ricky and them cats, oh motherfucker, oh what's up, whatever, you know what I mean? And we all talk shit and bullshit, right? He wasn't like that. I told him, I said, dude, you gotta fuck. So I grabbed Gran Torino. Have you seen that movie?
yeah.
No, I haven't seen that movie.
So that part in the barbershop where he's teaching a little Filipino kid how to interact, right? And he goes in and like 3 or 4 different fucking times. Hey, dude, what are you doing? You're gonna get shot. You can't say shit like that. You gotta say it like this. And they're teaching him how men just kind of chuck and jive with each other. Right. You know what I mean? Like, it's almost a lost fucking art. You know what I mean? To be able to walk in and you can walk in anywhere and say some shit like that to a dude and be able to communicate. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he was kind of like, yeah, I'm not gonna fucking talk like that to nobody. But look at him now. He's fucking making heroin jokes about
Demi Lovato.
Like, I'm not saying that I created that or that was a good thing that he learned that for me to say shit like that. That was wrong, son. You shouldn't have said that shit.
Buy her a shot.
But, you know, it's that kind of shit. Like, you got to have that kind of wit. Like that. There's so much shit that will help you get to in life that you don't see, because now people are minimalizing it into you're being a bully or you shouldn't talk like that. There's just it's a global kind of thing that just changes your camaraderie with a man. It's a part of being. It's a rite of passage almost.
It's busting balls.
Yep. And if your boys can't bust your balls,
They shouldn't be your boys.
yeah, pretty much. See, but don't ever write on your drunk friend's face or
Yeah,
body.
I was about to say, but just, you could take it a little too far, I guess.
Speaking from experience.
Well, it happens once to everybody. Well, me anyways. All right, any final words? Anybody? Sebastian?
Stop making fun of Demi Lovato. I put the last
Yeah.
last joke in.
Yeah.
Put the nail in that coffin.
Yeah. Put the last needle in the.
I was gonna put the last syringe in that forearm.
Anything from you, Tony?
No, I'm good.
Words?
No, I'm good.
You good?
Yeah.
Dang, you sound angry right now. So you're not a fan of Demi Lovato? Or you just don't think she's...
No. I mean,
I forgot
my
you're
kids.
married. Never mind.
No, my kids play. Have used to play a couple of her songs, I guess. But no, I don't really.
Till she started doing heroin.
Yeah. No. She's all right, I guess.
Do you and your wife have that one that one
That
pass?
hall pass.
No.
If-
that I know of.
Like if you were ever to meet, I don't know, who would be your one? Like if you were going to cheat on the one celebrity you were going to cheat on your wife with, who would it be?
I remember back in the day. I mean, I think we weren't even married at the time. Hers was Mark Wahlberg when he was like rapping.
Okay.
Remember the Calvin Klein jean
Marky Mark.
underwear? Marky Mark.
Market a funky bunch.
Who's mine? I'm not
Marky
sure.
Mark.
I'm not sure if I had one, but no.
Really? There's no
Yeah.
star out there that captures your fancy?
I mean, of course there are women that are attractive, not as attractive as my wife, but yeah. But no, I don't
Well
think
done
so.
dodging that bullet, Tony.
I don't think there's a. Let me put it this way: there's not an actress that if she were in a movie, I have to watch it. So
Okay.
if Demi Lovato was in a movie, would you watch it?
No.
No,
Oh, then so I guess
because she's not good at acting.
Yeah.
Okay,
If she was just going to stand in the background half naked, maybe I'd watch it. But
okay. So yeah, I don't think I have one.
No?
Maybe when my wife hears this show, she'll be like, "You, what about this such and such?" And I'll let you know. But off the top of my head, I don't think so.
do you ever wonder what people on TV smell like?
That means yes.
No.
Oh,
No?
No,
You
what
never-
they smell like?
Yeah.
No.
Like, to me, like Britney Spears smells like...
dude, in her bald face, she had to smell like cigarettes.
Yeah, she smelled like vodka, cigarettes, and that cheap fucking Walmart cologne that all the girls wore in high school.
Okay.
Remember that shit? Or Kmart cologne, because Walmart wasn't around when we were in high school.
I'm wondering why you picked Britney Spears.
Dude, because I remember working in radio when her first fucking album came out, and Oops, I Did It Again, and she was on that. She had the little fucking schoolgirl skirt.
Uh-huh.
Oh my god, dude, I fucking fell in love. I was like,
Really?
holy
Oh,
man.
yeah, you like white girls.
I was like, holy shit, dude.
Small white girls too.
She was
Really?
yeah, dude. I never got to meet her.
I she was cute, but for a girl, I mean,
You know who else? Cute. Wait a minute.
Yeah.
I
what
Yeah,
that?
it's a-
Oops, I
that
did
way.
it again.
Oh, you mean cute
Her-
for a little girl? You mean? Is what you,
Well, yeah, her
'cause you said
age.
cute for a girl. I was like, well, wait a minute. Sent out the wrong signal, Tony. Relax.
Fucking hell.
Gwen Stefani. She is the hottest, no titty
What?
havingest bitch in Hollywood.
She used to be good looking when No Doubt first came out. Now I don't think she's good looking at all.
Yeah, she just came out with another.
She's
She
getting
came out with
old.
something the last couple of days for her new song. Let me reintroduce myself. Ooh, Ooh,
Really?
Shameless plug.
She get what they say long in the tooth. I'm not really in there.
Nah, does
I
she?
think she used to be all right.
Dude, when I first saw the fucking video for "I'm Just a Girl,"
Yeah.
where she had that cholo copete,
Yeah.
she had that fucking banger. Dude.
She had like a diamond stuck right between her eyes. Right
Yeah, I
there.
think so.
Yeah, she was
I saw
all
her, I
right.
was like, God damn,
Really?
I kill a motherfucker, boy. Like, I was like, holy shit.
I can't believe you think she's just all right.
Like, she's so fucking hot, dude. I had a chance to meet her, and I backed out.
Really?
Yeah, I couldn't go.
Where would you meet her at?
At a concert. I had the pass to go to the back. Couldn't go.
Wait, you think she's attractive? Really?
Absolutely.
I think she just, yeah, dude. Like, there's some people that you see, and automatically they have it. Whatever it is, they have it. And she definitely has it. Whatever, like, you know, you could see people with you at the store, but like the same with fucking Kim Kardashian. She's fucking nobody. She does nothing, right? Other than really well, right? But she has star power.
I know she's attractive. I don't think she's got star power.
Okay, so when you say, well, she's attractive, but you mean she's fucking hot?
Yeah, she is.
Oh, okay,
but I mean, I don't equate that to star power. I understand.
Well, I think she's positioned herself to make that star power. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it does because she's a star now.
Right.
She's positioned herself already to, yeah.
Yeah. And it's those positions that have made her a star.
But Gwen Stefani is, like you said, she's a little too flat and
Yeah, but bro, she just got such a big aura.
I'm not seeing it, but okay.
It's just like there's some artists. Like, I met Beyonce, dude. When they first started out, she didn't have that aura. She was just like a girl kicking it with her homies. You know what I mean? Like, she didn't have that. But now you look at it, now she's got it.
Right.
Right? But back when she started out, she definitely didn't have that. So it was something that she grew into. I think Gwen Stefani always had it. Same with Michael Jackson. Michael Jackson didn't have had it. Whatever it is for the dude, like, and I'm not talking about looks or anything like that. He had fucking star power the way he sang. He could fucking rock a mic from being a little kid.
Okay, yeah.
Right? I think Gwen Stefani's that way.
You know, I also think, like Kardashians in general, Gwen Stefani is really starting to get a little oversaturated. A little bit. It's just the voice. I'm just seeing a little bit too much of her. So that's why I'm kind of getting turned off by her. Because not that she has a bad personality, but there's no mystery to her anymore.
Correct.
When you saw it on No Doubt, you saw the videos and that was pretty much it.
Right.
Now it's like, I don't even know that she's dating old dude from The Voice. I mean,
The country
like,
dude.
Yeah, it's like,
Yeah, that kind of turned me off about it.
See, exactly. There you go. That's where I'm at. So because I wasn't so high on her to begin with, I'm actually a lot lower than you are.
I got you. Okay, that makes sense. All right. We're gonna revisit. Think about the question that I asked you about what people smell like, because it's funny because I've always thought, like, I'd look at TV and I'd be like, I bet you that motherfucker stinks. Like, I bet you he smelled like Brad Pitt.
Oh yeah,
Brad Pitt smells like BO. I don't know if I've never met him.
Especially after rocking the long hair.
Yeah. Especially on fucking, what was that?
World War Z?
Hollywood?
Oh.
The Hollywood movie? What was it called?
Both, yeah. Fucking Once Upon a Time in Hollywood.
Once Upon a Time in Hollywood. He looks like he would stink to me.
Okay, when you say that, I think the person that comes to my mind,
Yeah?
Matthew McConaughey.
Would also stink.
Yeah, okay.
I think Matthew McConaughey would stink a cross between his own body odor and patchouli oil
Oh.
and weed. Yeah?
Yeah, okay.
Yeah.
George Clooney's got to smell like whiskey.
No.
No?
No. I don't know what George Clooney would smell like. I think he smells like sheets.
Sheets.
Yeah, like a bounce sheet, like like fucking laundry.
Just what's I'm not gonna. I was gonna say what's the fascination when thinking about what they smell like, but that's a bad choice of word. But why?
I don't think that's a bad choice of words.
I mean, what makes you?
It's just one of those weird thoughts that pops in your head when you're watching something.
Yeah, because you're sitting there and you're watching all these people, and they're walking up on stage in all their glory, and they're, you know what I mean? You see these people in these really fancy suits, and you see these people in these movies, and then sometimes you'll see them out doing whatever they do, you know what I mean? You'll catch snippets of them doing shit. And I think, like, when they're interviewing, like, on the red carpet, I wonder what their breath smells like. I wonder how many of those fucking people that go on the, like, ooh, goddamn, I'm glad he fucking cut that interview short.
No, they went to the red carpet. They fucking did it up.
I don't know what made me just think about this, but I used to work for a rental car place, and
Did you?
people from like Europe,
Right?
women would come in and they'd have hair under their armpits and they don't use deodorant.
Really?
Oh, dude, it was so bad.
Okay. I'm glad that's where that went.
Dude. Oh, the smell. And then it looked like she got buckwheat in a headlock.
And just all wet.
Yay, I'm glad I got a car
Right? Oh, my God.
to drive in America.
She picking up her bag. Okay, I'll meet you at the car, yes? Fuck. Big old fucking wet wisp of hair.
It's bad.
All right, so think about that. Think about all the stars that we talked about, and you watch TV and think about it. And we'll report back on the next show about what people smell like.
All right.
Cool?
All right.
All right, man. We'll see you guys in a couple days. Peace out.